What's up everyone, welcome to this video. Today we're going to review Showtime Player of the Year, Rodri. Now this card is a re-release. He was already released a few months ago when the Ballon d'Or came out, and now they're bringing him back in the game. Of course, if you didn't get him last time, probably you should think of getting him. Rodri, a very good player. As you can see, he plays as a center mid, defensive mid. You can even get him as a center back if you add some position. Is a midfield orchestrator, 100 rated, 101 rated with the booster. And as you can see, very high defensive stat, also very good passing stats and dribbling stats. Now, the fact that this guy is a 191 is a big plus. Of course, he's going to dominate the midfield and he's going to be an absolute threat on the ball with his great passing ability as a midfield orchestrator. He's going to be able to find those killer passes. Let's have a look here at the progression point. 0 in shooting, 18 passing, 4 in dribbling, 4 in dexterity, 8 in lower body strength, 6 in aerial strength, and 13 in defending. Now let's have a look at the booster. He has shutdown as the first booster. Second booster, I gave him a shutdown as well. And you really want to have him as good as you can in his defensive stat. As you can see, defensive awareness, tackling, defensive engagement, and speed is improved with this booster. Now let's move on to the skills. And he comes with the following player skills: long range shooting, one-time shot, one-touch pass, through passing, man marking, interception, blocker, aerial superiority, fortress, which is the special player skill that he has, and fighting spirit. So he has a lot of very good skills to begin with, but he's missing a few when it comes to defensive skills. And the number one here is going to be sliding tackle. As you can see, sliding tackle, an absolute must for him if you want him to be able to perform defensively at his best. And along with that is going to be the fourth one, as you can see here on this list, acrobatic clearance. These are a must if you want him to be able to be really strong defensively. Then the second one, as you can see here, low lofted pass, is really a good bonus because he's so good with passing. He already has the through passing. And low lofted pass is going to be another one of those skills that is going to be very good for him because of his high passing ability. Then I decided to go with a rising shot and outside curler for him. Rising shot because once in a while he's going to be in a good position to shoot, and because his shooting ability is pretty good, his kicking power is pretty good. That's going to give him, this ability to do these rising shots from far away as a defensive mid or center mid and, trouble the keeper. And outside curler, this is a good one if, because he's not that great with his weak foot, then he's going to be able to find, especially those through balls to the side. He can do it with his outside of his foot and be able to find, those balls through the defense. Now, another one that you might want to consider is weighted pass. But of course, there's only 5 slots for the additional skills, so you have to choose, and I decided to go with these. So now that this has been said, let's try this guy on the pitch.
Foden. Ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Akanji
Usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Haaland! It's run loose.
Here's Rodri. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
Guardiola kept aware. Lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already returned. Rodri. He could be in here. Now the finish! Rodri.
Niceties are not part of this.
Can he finish? Oh, surely that...
All right, so this Rodri card, defensive midfielder, central midfielder, midfield orchestrator, he is excellent. One of the best player in this position in the game. You know, he can do it all. He can defend, he can pass, he can dribble. And because of his size, 191, then he's going to dominate the midfield in the air. It's going to be very, very difficult for the opposing team to be able to pass through him. Now, I use him in my first team. This guy is one of the best players in the game. So if you've been wanting to get a midfielder, then you should definitely consider this Rodri card. And he's, for me, one of the best three midfielders in this game, along with Patrick Vieira and Frank Rijkaard. And I use all three of them together, and it's really, really difficult for anybody to go through this wall of three players who are over 190 centimeters with Vieira and Rijkaard. And because of their player ID, which is really complementary, Rodri being a midfield orchestrator, Vieira being an anchorman, and Frank Rijkaard having the build-up player ID, then they will work very, very well together, having the Rijkaard as sort of a defensive mid and Vieira and Rodri as center mids. And because of the size of these guys, they're so strong and so, you know, their defensive stats are so high that it's really, really impossible to get through this wall of these huge players. So overall, I would say, you know, if you are looking for a midfielder, this is definitely someone you should consider. There's not that many players in the game in terms of midfield players who are that tall and that can also dribble well and pass well. And in that regard, Rodri is really exceptional. And because, yeah, once again, the size, there's only like a handful of players that can actually play well with the ball. And these are the three, you know, really Rodri, Rijkaard, and Vieira. And so if you're trying to build the best team in this game, then this is a card that is absolutely a must. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.
Me with that like, and sub to the channel. Hit me with that like, and click the effing bell. Click that bit, alright. The algo recommends, for she gon' like. The algo knows you well. Hit me with that like, subscribe to the channel. Hit me with that like, and click the effing bell.